All right, so Travis Kelce has been a dominant force in the NFL for over a decade, and the Kansas City Chiefs would love nothing more than to see him continue his legendary career for as long as possible. Year after year, he's proven himself to be one of the greatest tight ends the league has ever seen. But lately, his name has been making headlines for more than just football. Ever since he started dating Taylor Swift, the conversation around his future in the NFL has taken on an entirely new dimension, and now reports suggest that Swift has been playing a role in shaping Kelce's decision about whether or not to continue his career. But before we get into the details, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for your support. After the Kansas City Chiefs suffered a devastating 40-22 loss to the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl licks, Kelce was left with some tough questions about what his next move should be. That kind of loss can weigh heavily on a player, especially one who's already accomplished so much in his career. Many fans speculated that he might call it quits, especially given his age. 35 is not young in the world of professional football. But ultimately, to the relief of Chiefs fans, Kelce decided he wasn't ready to hang up his cleats just yet. What's interesting, though, is that this decision wasn't made in isolation. According to reports, Taylor Swift was an important part of the conversation, acting as a key sounding board as Kelce weighed his options. A new report from Page 6 reveals that Kelce and Swift discussed the decision extensively as a couple. It wasn't just about football. It was about their future together, about what this choice meant for both of them. And in a twist that might surprise some people, it turns out that Swift actually encouraged Kelce to keep playing. According to an insider, she didn't want him to retire just yet. She wanted him to go out on a high note, to finish his career in a way that truly felt right to him. That sentiment aligns with Kelce's own mindset. He's always been the kind of player who wants to leave everything on the field, and the thought of ending his career on a disappointing Super Bowl loss just didn't sit right with him. During a recent episode of his New Heights podcast, Kelce opened up about his performance in the Super Bowl, admitting that he wasn't at his best. With only 4 catches for 39 yards, it was far from the kind of performance he wanted to put on such a critical game. That frustration, that sense of unfinished business, played a big role in his decision to return for at least one more season. He wants another shot at a championship. He wants to go out with a better ending to his story. And from the sound of it, Swift understands that and fully supports him in chasing that goal. But Kelce's decision to keep playing doesn't just affect his own future. It also has a major impact on Swift. According to reports, the 14-time Grammy winner is making a big move to be closer to Kelce during the NFL season. She's reportedly buying a house in Kansas City, a clear sign that she's committed to being part of his world while he continues his football career. And beyond that, the couple is also said to be looking at buying a home together, something that would likely become their primary residence if they eventually decide to get married. The relationship between Kelce and Swift has been under an intense spotlight ever since it became public, and this latest development only adds another layer to their high-profile romance. For Kelce, the upcoming season could be one of the most meaningful of his career, not just because he's chasing another championship, but because of the personal milestones that could come along with it. The decision to keep playing wasn't just about football. It was about his life, his future, and the person he's choosing to share that future with. But before we get into the details, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for your support. On the offensive side of the ball, the Chiefs also made a move to strengthen their backfield by signing running back Elijah Mitchell to a 1-year, $3.05 million deal. Mitchell had an impressive start to his career with the 49ers, but has struggled with injuries in recent years. When healthy, he has proven to be an explosive back, rushing for 963 yards and 5 touchdowns in 2023. With Aya Pacheco firmly established as the RB, Mitchell could provide much needed depth to the running back room and give the Chiefs another reliable option in the backfield. Mitchell's familiarity with the 49ers' run-heavy offensive system makes him a good fit for what the Chiefs want to do on offense. However, his injury history raises questions about his durability. If Mitchell can stay healthy, he could be a valuable asset to Kansas City. But if injuries continue to be a problem, the Chiefs may need to look elsewhere for more depth in the draft or through another veteran signing. The Chiefs also bolstered their secondary by signing cornerback Christian Fulton, formerly of the Los Angeles Chargers. The 2-year, $20 deal brings experience and versatility to the Chiefs cornerback group, and Steve Spagnuolo is excited about what Fulton can bring to the table. Expect Fulton to start alongside L'Jarius Sneed, with Trent McDuffie moving with the nickel position. Fulton has a physical, aggressive style of play that fits well with the Chiefs' defensive identity. He excels in zone coverage, a scheme Spags often uses to neutralize opposing passing attacks. If Fulton can stay healthy and consistent, he will be a great addition to the Chiefs secondary. But if he struggles to adapt to the new system, the Chiefs may need to make adjustments during the season. In another important move, the Chiefs extended linebacker Nick Bolton with a 3-year, $45 million contract. Bolton has been a key defensive leader since joining the Chiefs and plays a crucial role in Spagnuolo's defense. His ability to read plays, make tackles, and cover in pass defense has been vital for the Chiefs. And this contract extension solidifies the team's commitment to keeping a strong defensive core. So with Bolton locked in for the next 3 years, the Chiefs are well positioned to maintain a dominant defense for the foreseeable future. This move signals that while the Chiefs' offense has been the primary focus in recent years, the defense is becoming just as important in their pursuit of another Super Bowl. Another major offseason development came with the return of wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster, who signed a 1-year deal to rejoin the Chiefs after a stint with the New England Patriots. Juju was a key contributor to the Chiefs' Super Bowl victory in 2022, and his chemistry with Mahomes was evident throughout the season. His ability to come through on third downs and make critical catches made him a reliable option for Mahomes. With uncertainty surrounding the development of young receivers like Sky Moore and Rashee Rice, Juju's familiarity with the Chiefs system could be invaluable. However, there are concerns about his physical condition after a down year with the Patriots. And if he struggles to stay healthy, the Chiefs may face challenges at the wide receiver position. The Chiefs also secured a solid backup quarterback by signing Gardner Minshew to a 1-year deal. Minshew's experience with the Colts, where he nearly led the team to the playoffs, makes him a reliable option should Mahomes need to miss any time. Minshew's ability to perform under pressure and his solid football IQ make him an excellent backup, and his charismatic personality will fit in well with the Chiefs locker room. While the ideal scenario is for Mahomes to stay healthy, having a backup quarterback who can step in and keep the offense functional is crucial for a team with championship aspirations. All of these moves reflect the Chiefs' commitment to building a balanced, deep roster that can compete at the highest level. Whether it's strengthening the offensive line, adding depth in the running game, bolstering the secondary, or securing a reliable backup quarterback, the Chiefs are positioning themselves to be a dominant force in the NFL for years to come. But the biggest question remains, will Tyreek Hill return to Kansas City? If he does, the Chiefs' offense would be on another level entirely, and the NFL better watch out. In another shocking rumor, there's been talk about Stephon Diggs possibly joining the Chiefs. The idea of Mahomes getting a legitimate role to pair with Kelce has Chiefs fans buzzing, but there are hurdles to overcome. Diggs has had a somewhat contentious relationship with the Chiefs in the past, and whether he'd even entertain the idea of joining the team is unclear. But if Kansas City can convince him, it would give Mahomes another elite weapon to complement Kelce, and opposing defenses would have nightmares trying to contain this offense. Meanwhile, Travis Kelce opened up about the Chiefs' painful Super Bowl loss to the Eagles. He admitted to blaming himself for some poor decisions on the field and expressed regret about not feeling like the leader he should have been during the game. It's a raw and honest confession from one of the NFL's greatest tight ends, and it just goes to show how much the Super Bowl loss still stings for the Chiefs. But with Kelce and Mahomes back in action, the team is focused on the future and making the necessary adjustments to come back even stronger next season. Stay tuned for more updates on all of these developments, and make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for the latest news on the Chiefs offseason moves. It's going to be an exciting year for Kansas City, and the road to another Super Bowl starts now.